Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Grace Regato softball field, based here at Breed, home of Babe Ruth baseball and softball, for a big one in the Catholic Central League. Bishop Feehan traveling all the way here to take on St. Mary's. St. Mary's is playing just about every day this week. Bishop Feehan undefeated, 5-0. St. Mary's 8-1. The one lost to Gloucester out of conference. St. Mary's has won 6 in a row. Lily Newhall on the mound for St. Mary's. And I apologize up front. I do not have the first names of Bishop Feehan. The coach was busy. They got here. They had to travel a long way. I didn't want to bother him. He gave me the lineup. He was very cordial, nice guy. So I didn't want to bother him for first names. This is Faraday, the third baseman, hitting it foul out of play. I was surprised. I was thinking they probably had to get up at 7 in the morning, leave at 8 to get here for a noontime game. But he said they had a little bit of a practice at 9, left at 10, and got here just a little after 11. So it only took them maybe an hour and a half. I'm glad they got here safely. I hope they get home safely. Hit solidly hard past third base, foul. Tough assignment for Newhall. She just got through a game. This being noontime Saturday, she just threw a game right around 6 o'clock Friday night, so she hasn't had a lot of time to rest. Line shot, foul again. Swing and a miss. Newhall gets her in on the hands. So she hit a couple of shots, foul. She swings through the last pitch, and there's one up and one down for Brooks, the second baseman. Hit foul past first base. Long run. Brooke Maloney ran out of real estate. It's amazing looking at Brooke Maloney at first base. She looks like she's in about the 7th grade. But boy, she plays hard. She's a good player. She covers that bag very well. In for a strike. She makes some nice plays at first base. And she's bailed out her infields a couple of times, digging throws out. So she does a great job. Wide for a ball. Good waste pitch by Newhall, trying to get Brooks to chase. Hit the shot. Porozinski to Maloney. 2 quick outs. Petrucci, the catcher, is the hitter. It's funny, both teams wearing white. First time I've seen this in any sport. They had the JVs with them as well, obviously, and they were wearing green. I thought green would be the varsity, but it's not. White is the varsity, so they're both wearing white. The wait is the gate behind first base was left open. And now they seal it up. Solid shot. Off the top of the fence and out. Franguli slipped and fell, but she wasn't going to make the play anyway. Hit the top of the fence and bounced over for a home run. Petrucci got all of that one. Solid shot. So Feehan jumps out 1-0 as the catcher hit that one solidly. Hit right on the top of the fence and bounced over. Kapow or Couple, the shortstop, is the hitter. I'll say Kapow. On the corner for a strike. Swing and a miss. Chased that pitch that was down and away. Didn't miss by much. Kind of a tough pitch to take with 2 strikes. One, 2 the count. Hit foul to the backstop and we'll do it again. A rare Saturday afternoon at noontime. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the inning, but the home run by Petrucci, a solid shot to left center field, has given Feehan the lead here in the top of the first inning. And it's given Rizzo, the pitcher, before she throws a pitch, she's leading in the game by a score of 1-0. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for Newhall. For St. Mary's, it'll be Brooke Maloney, the first baseman, leading off. Catching and batting second, Felicia D'Alessandro. Alyssa Grossi, the second baseman, hits third. The center fielder, Marina DiBiasio, will hit in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth is Emily Rodriguez. She's the designated player. She's hitting for the third baseman, Angie Catano. Hitting sixth is the shortstop, Sam Porozinski. Jill Colby, the right fielder, will hit number 7. Batting eighth and pitching, Lily Newhall. And picking up the tail end of the batting order, playing left field, batting ninth, is Anna Franguli. So Rizzo on the mound for Feehan has been staked to a 1-0 lead by her catcher with that solid shot to left center field, off the top of the fence and out. Maloney, bats left, throws left. Will lead it off for the Spartans. High for a ball. Hit in the air to right field. Virtually right at the right fielder Burr. 1 up, 1 down in the first. Today at noontime, a little bit easier than yesterday. Yesterday was the sun was shining brightly and it was really warm. Here now there's a little, not all the time, but every once in a while there's a little bit of a breeze that makes it a little more comfortable. Felicia D'Alessandro had a big game yesterday against Lynn Classico. Hit foul past third base. She made a couple of great plays on perfect bunts out in front. She got quickly to the ball, threw the runners out at first base, and then she got a big base hit and scored the first run that turned out to be enough. They got a few more, but the one she scored turned out to be the winner. Swing and a miss. 2 up, 2 down for St. Mary's. Alyssa Grossi, the second baseman, will be the hitter. Skies it in the air, third baseman. Makes the play, so very quick inning for Rizzo and Bishop Feehan. St. Mary's goes very quietly. 1, 2, 3. We played an inning in this Catholic Central League battle. Bishop Feehan 1, St. Mary's nothing. 5, 6, and 7 for Feehan as we start the second inning. Narducci, the first baseman, will lead it off against the Lily Newhall. Low in the dirt, nice stop by D'Alessandro. Swing and a miss. D'Alessandro, I've talked about her behind the plate. She was an infielder. She's settling behind the plate, and she's found a home. She's done a real nice job. Chases the high pitch, and it's 0-2. Hit in the right center field for a base hit, so she goes the other way. Narducci gets a leadoff single. This little inside-out swing knocked it the other way for a base hit. Maloff, the center fielder, is the hitter. Swing and a miss. Low for a ball. Hit the third. Ooh, they call a safe at second. So it's first and second with nobody out for Feehan. Dupree, the left fielder, will be the hitter. Hank Blagluck was coming out to talk to the base umpire. Boy, it sure looked like they got her at second base. On the force out. The discussion going on. They can't go to the plate umpire, say, can you ask the plate umpire, because plate umpire is a long way away. Dupree, the left fielder, is the hitter. showed bunt, took the pitch low for a ball. Catano flying in from third base. Pops it up. They'll make the play at first. So Dupree gets the job done with the sacrifice. Feehan trying to add to their 1-0 lead. Second and third, one out. Sean Morrill, the designated player, hitting for the pitcher. I hope I'm coming somewhat close to pronouncing that name correctly. Pop foul out of play. So Feehan looking to put the ball in play. Smhs would like a strikeout or a pop up here. In on the fish, he fouls it off. One, two, the count. Strike three call. What a nice pitch. That's a very big out. D'Alessandro set up on the outside corner. Newhall hit it right to the glove. Burr, the right fielder, is the hitter. And the number 9 hitter. Squares the bunt, takes the pitch. I think D'Alessandro was going to tag Catano, thinking she was the runner coming home. Obviously not a suicide squeeze. There's 2 outs. Trying to bunt for a hit. Low for a ball. Big hitter for both teams. Pops it foul, trying to slice it. Just a little slap at that. One, two, the count. Newhall a pitch away from getting out of it. Burr a swing of the bat from pushing the lead further for Feehan. Wide for a ball. So we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on in inning number 2. So we got deuces all over the place. Way up and in for a ball. And the count goes full. Drop foul behind home plate. D'Alessandro ready to make another nice play. She's so quick to the ball from behind the plate. Hit the other way. It dropped in for a base hit. I was waiting to see if he called it fair or foul. Panguli couldn't make the diving catch. The number 9 hitter gets a double and 2 RBI. And Feehan is out quickly against St. Mary's. So the call at second base, the fielder's choice that looked like an out, is huge because the strikeout would have been a third out and they wouldn't have scored. Top of the order. Faraday struck out, starting the ball game. Well, Burr, the lefty, went the other way and dumped it into left field. Winds up with a double. Good effort by Franguli to try to make the catch. Down and away for a ball. Sky up in the air, foul behind home plate. I mentioned that little breeze that was coming up every once in a while. It's now gone, and it's getting really hot here at Grace Regato Field. Hit the third. High throw. Maloney couldn't handle it. The error is going to allow another run to score.
Let's go, wake up!
A big 3-run inning for Feehan. A runner at second again with 2 outs for Brooks, who grounded out short to first. So it almost looked like Katana was going to tag third base thinking it was a force out. And obviously it wasn't. And then she turned and threw. The throw was way up in the air. Maloney tried to keep her foot on the base and reach high to get the throw. It went off the top of her glove. Burr scored easily. Faraday winds up at second base on the error. And Feehan has put 3 on the board. In the left field for a base hit. 2-out Lightning again. Faraday scores on the 2-out hit. And you look back at that force out at second base that was called safe. Smhs would be up at bat now, trailing 1-0. Instead, it's 5-0. A big 2-out hit by Brooks. Popped up, long run for Maloney, going to run out of real estate. It goes out of play. Hit in a right center field for a base hit. First and third, and the runner goes to second base. Now it's second and third. Kapal, the shortstop, is the 9th hitter in the inning. Tavares is the runner at second base. Kapal struck out swinging to end the first inning. Coming on, Colby At the last second, she almost overran it. She had to reach back. She caught the line drive. Capallo almost added 2 more runs. So the third out is a line shot to right field. Bishop Feehan is saying if we have to make this long trip here, we're going to make it worthwhile. 4 hits in the inning. That fielder's choice that probably should have been an out. And a big error. And all of a sudden it's 5-0. Bishop Feehan over St. Mary's. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for the Lady Spartans. Marina DiBiasio, Emily Rodriguez, Sam Porozinski. So the only thing you can do now, Frank Pagluca, the coach of St. Mary's, just say, let's try to get back a little at a time. We got plenty of time. We got 6 innings. Coach Milo from Feehan has to be happy with the way his kids have come out. In for a strike. DiBiasio, the center fielder. An outstanding hockey player. Up and away for a ball. So Rizzo had a little bit of an edge when she took the mound for the first time, leading 1-0. Now she's got a huge edge, leading 5-0. Hit, speared by the third baseman. That was like you get it or you don't. She one-handed that off bounce, and it went in, stuck in the glove, and she throws DiBiasio out. That's one of those plays where you either get it or you don't. She got lucky and got it. Emily Rodriguez hitting for the third baseman, Catano. Popped up. Third baseman makes the call. Two up, 2 down. Sam Porozinski is the hitter. Takes it inside for a ball. In for a strike. That one just bit the inside corner. 1-2 to the Spartan shortstop. Hit to short. Another quick 1-2-3 inning for Rizzo. 6 up, 6 down for the Spartans. Everything going Bishop Feehan's way here in this Catholic Central League battle. We finished 2. Bishop Feehan 5. St. Mary's nothing. First pitch down the third inning is in the dirt for a ball. Chop foul. Naducci leads off the third. She led off the second. They batted around. She started the 4-run uprising with a base hit and scored the first run. She was the player that looked like she was out at second base on a force out, and they said safe. If that call goes out, Bishop Feehan doesn't score. Because they got the strikeout for would have been the third out. And they got 3 hits and an error after that. Strike 3 called. Fourth strikeout for Newhall. Mail off to center field. Hit what looked like a force out. She reached on the force out when they called the runner safe at second. And she scored the second run of the inning. Swing and a miss. The first two came on the big 2-out hit by Burr. But Burr wouldn't have hit in the inning if the out was called at second base. Swing and a miss again. And I say that because, honestly, and I think you know that I don't really play favorites even with the Lynn teams. It didn't look like it was close. It looked like it was a regular fielder's choice. And he hesitated 1 second and said safe. Foul tip, just got a piece and stays alive. This is a big one in the Catholic Central League. Hit the center field right at. DiBiase almost didn't have to move. She took one step toward home plate and then just froze and made the play. Bailoff hit it well, but hit it right at the center fielder. Dupree laid down a bunt and moved the runners up. In for a strike, and it helped because they both scored on that 2-out double by Burr. Swing and a miss. Burr came around to score on the throwing error that would have been the third out of the inning, so they would have only got 2. It extended the inning, and then they got 2 more hits. Up and away for a ball. Hit foul out of play. Hit the second, bobbled. They won't get her. So the error extends the inning. We haven't seen St. Mary's. I don't know if they've made an error in the games we've done. They've made 2 in 2 innings. Sean Morrill, the designated player, was called on a strike for 1 trip. That's the strikeout that would have been the third out with no runs in. I hate to keep hopping on that, but you hate to see a call like that make this big a difference in the game. In on the fish, she fouls it off the screen. Hit foul again, out of play. So the 1-2 pitch up and coming again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 strikeouts in the inning. The error doesn't hurt. Five strikeouts in 3 innings for Newhall, but she's on the short end of a 5-0 score. And we'll move to the bottom of the third. It'll be the bottom of 3 in the order. 7, 8, and 9. Jill Colby, Lily Newhall, Anna Franguli. To face Rizzo on the mound for Bishop Feehan, who was a little bit comfortable as soon as she took the mound with a 1-0 lead off the home run by Petrucci in the first inning, but got a little more comfortable when Feehan put up 4 in the second inning. So before she started the second inning, she was leading 5-0. Jill Colby, the right fielder, will be the hitter. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. And 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Second strikeout for Rizzo. Bring up the pitcher, Lily Newhall. I'm not sure why they're out. Umpire is out talking to Rizzo. The coach is out there as well. I'm not sure what that's all about. Line shot off Frank Pagluca. He couldn't get out of the way. He turned. Luckily, it just hit him high on the fat part of the arm. Didn't do any damage, I hope. He couldn't get out of the way. He just turned and got him on the back shoulder. Hit the third. I guess what happened was they called an illegal pitch. So it wasn't strike 3. Colby gets back up and grounds out shot to first. Now it will be Lily Newhall. That was that discussion. They called an illegal pitch on Rizzo. So Colby got back up and grounded out shot to first. In for a strike. Quickly 0-2. Hit to third. Two outs in the third inning. That's the 4th play for the third baseman, Faraday. High for a ball. Anna Franguli, the left fielder. High again for a ball. Little punch to first base. Second baseman covering. They get Franguli, the play goes 3-4. So it can't be much more perfect than Rizzo starting the ball game. She's retired 9 in a row. St. Mary's down in the third at the end of 3. Feehan leads St. Mary's 5-0. Top of the fourth, it'll be 9-1-2. Burr got the big hit in the second inning. She got a 2-out double. She just kind of slapped it into left field. Franguli couldn't make the diving catch. It went for a double, 2 runs in. They scored 2 more after that, but that was the big hit in the inning. She was down 2 strikes. They played very shallow for her in the outfield. Hit foul. She kind of runs up and slaps. The run up and slap was the replacement for the bunter. She gets the bunt down, it goes foul. Last pitch was always bunt to get on. And turn around, you bat, especially batting lefty. Slap it. You hit it foul on with 2 strikes, it's a foul ball. It's not a, you bunt, you're out. High for a ball. And you get kind of a running start. Back in the box, run up, slap it. You got that extra step or 2 being left-handed. You get it down, it forces the defense to make a play. She slaps it, they're not going to get her. No chance. That's what I meant. You get it down. Newhall got to it quickly, had no chance to throw her out. Top of the order, Faraday, the third baseman, having quite a day defensively. 4 plays in 3 innings. In for a strike. She struck outside in the ball game and then grounded to third, but it was thrown away. A run scored, then she scored on an RBI single because she wound up at second on the throwing error. Hit way up in the air. Grossi, the second baseman, calls everybody off and makes the play. One away for Brooks, the second baseman. Grounded a shot and singled in a run in the second inning. Her single followed the throwing error and knocked in the 4th run. In for a strike. Nice pitch on the corner. Down and in for a ball. Popped up. Maloney makes the play. Hustling back to first was Burr. So leadoff bunt single, but now 2 pop-ups to the right side. Pertucci, the catcher, is perfect. She hit that home run. Left center field, hit the top of the fence and bounced over to give Feehan the 1-0 lead in the first. Last time she singled. So she's 2 for 2. Swing and a miss. They throw it down. Easy pickings at second base. Nice throw by Telesandro. So they get the base hit, but Newhall only faces 3 in the inning. Halfway through the ball game. 5-0 Feehan. Getting 1 in the first and 4 in the second. Rizzo will start her fourth inning of work. She'll face the top of the order, Brooke Maloney, Felicia D'Alessandro, Alyssa Grossi. St. Mary's has to go to work. Innings are now important. St. Mary's only has 4 left. This is Catholic Central League action. This would be huge because if Feehan beats St. Mary's, even if they wind up a tie at the end of the year, Feehan would get the edge, and they have a tournament. There will be a state tournament this year. First state tournament in 2 years. But before the state tournament, they started it during the basketball season because there was no state tournament for basketball and hockey, and other leagues have started it as well. They started a Catholic Central League Cup tournament. So after the season, regular season is over, they would seed the teams and play a tournament within the league. Feehan would have the edge. St. Mary's would have to travel to Feehan. Foul ball, trying to bunt. Quickly 0-2 to Brooke Maloney. So it's huge. You don't want to have to travel to Bishop Feehan. You'd rather play here. Chopped very quickly. Nice play by Narducci, the first baseman. That was just tantalizingly slow down the first baseline. Narducci got to it very quickly. Brooks covered nicely. Second time they've gone 3-4. Felicia D'Alessandro takes the pitch for a strike. She struck out swinging her first trip. Thought about it, started to pull the trigger and held up as the pitch was high, and the count goes 1-1. Hit the third foul. 1-2 the count. This one's been ahead of most of the hitters. Hit the second base. This time it's 4-3. Almost threw it away. Nice stretch by Narducci at first base. So the first play goes 3-4. This one goes 4-3. 2 up, 2 down. Alyssa Grossi popped to the third baseman. Her one trip. Looked like Rizzo pulled the trigger and dropped it in for a strike. Hit in the air behind first base, and it goes out of play. So again, Rizzo out in front, 0-2 to the Spartan second baseman, Grossi. Down and in for a ball. That's a fair ball. Grossi around first into second. She's the first base runner with a 2-out double. 11 in a row retired by Rizzo. The seeing eye double just inside the third base bag. Waiting to see if it was fair or foul. We certainly can't tell from here. Marina DiBiasio takes the pitch for a strike. She grounded out third to first. Hit in the left field for a base hit. They hold Grossi at third. The left fielder got through to it very quickly. So first and third for Rodriguez. Smhs would love to get at least one of these in, squeeze back in. Make it a little easier over the last 3 innings to try and make a comeback. They almost picked Grossi off at third base. Hit to the shortstop, and that'll get him out of the inning. So St. Mary's threatens. They get their first 2 hits of the game. But they're left at first and third. We've completed 4 here at the Grace Regato Field. Bishop Feehan shutting out St. Mary's 5-0. We'll start the 5th inning, 3, 4, and 5. Petrucci, the catcher. She was up at bat when they threw Burr out trying to steal second base, so she'll be back in the box. She's got the home run and a single. She scored 1 and knocked in 1 with that blast to left center field. Pops it up. Grossi, the second baseman. Camp Sundritton makes the play. 1 pitch, 1 out. Kopal, the shortstop, has struck out, and she hit a shot to right field in that second inning with 2 on. And Colby got to it quickly and stabbed it for the out. She was the 9th hitter in the inning. In for a strike. So she's over 2, but she's hit the ball as hard as anybody has hit the ball all day. And got nothing to show for it. Slices it foul. Newhall jumps ahead of the Feehan shortstop. High and deep to right field. Colby on the fly. Around second, going to continue to third. She goes the other way and gets a big triple just inside the right field line. Colby was off the line a little bit for right-hand hitter, but she dumped it just inside the right field foul line. And it's Feehan back at it with a runner at third and 1 out. Naducci singled and scored, leading off that 4-run second inning. And she's got another base hit and an RBI. Solid shot by Naducci. So she's 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Maloff reached on that fielder's choice. They keep going back to that play. It should have been an out. She scored. Last time up, she flied to center field. Low for a ball. So Feehan went quietly in the 3rd and 4th innings after getting 5 in the first 2. But they can fly in here after an out, a triple and a single. In for a strike. 2-1 the count to the Feehan center fielder. Hit off the first baseman's glove. Maloff gets a base hit. She's on for the second time. First and second now with one out. Dupree, the hitter, she sacrificed and reached on an error. Tries to bunt and misses it. She got the bunt down in the second. They moved the runners up for a sacrifice. Foul ball as they let it go. They had to let it go. They wouldn't have had it. Paul had to go foul or it's going to be a base hit. Strike three call. Good pitch by Newhall. She had 5 in the first 3 innings. Didn't get one in the fourth. She gets one here in the fifth. That's her 6th. Shoal Morrill, the designated player hitting for the pitcher, struck out twice. Once called and once swinging. Chases that high pitch and swings right through it. Alessandro set up outside. That pitch was right over the middle of the plate. It's fouled out of play. Hit out in front of the plate. Newhall makes the play herself. But more damage done by Feehan as they get a 1-out triple followed by a solid hit by Narducci, knocking the run in. They get 3 more hits in the inning. Eight hits through 5 innings. We'll move into the bottom half of the fifth. St. Mary's only had 2 base runners, and that was after Rizzo had retired 11 in a row. They got a 2-out double by Grossi, a single by DiBiasio. Grossi couldn't score because it was the left fielder got to it very quickly. The base hit held Grossi at third, and then a pop up to the shortstop got him out of it. If you don't count the 2 base hits, St. Mary's only hit 1 ball out of the infield. Maloney started the game with a fly ball to right field. Everything else has been a pop-up or a ground ball to the infield. All of the infielders have been busy for Feehan. Sam Porozinski will lead it off for St. Mary's in the bottom of the fifth. St. Mary's has been scoring runs, but not today, so far. Low for a ball. Rizzo was perfect in the fourth inning with 2 outs before Grossi got the double to become the first base runner on the first hit. Down and away, 3-0. Porzinski will be very fussy. They need base runners. On 4 pitches, Porzinski draws the first walk by either pitcher in the game. And obviously, it's the first time that St. Mary's got the leadoff hitter on. Colby looked like she struck out, but they call a legal pitch on Rizzo. She got back in the box and grounded out, shot to first. In for a strike. And if you're Colby, you look and say, she just threw 4 in a row out of the strike zone. Porzinski, why is she throwing strikes to me? Up and in for a ball. 1-1. Chased that pitch in the dirt and fouled it back. And it's 1-2. Hit to short. They get 1, they don't get 2, but they get the important one, the front runner. Lily Newhall bounced out third to first. I don't know if this is. The problem is we're way out here in right center field. They don't let us, obviously they don't let us know. There's no announcing. And it's hard to pick up any of the numbers, especially St. Mary's. Hit foul off the backstop. This is supposed to be Lily Newhall, but I don't know if it's her or not. Popped up in the short right center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Now it won't be a base hit because they forced the runner at second base. Colby had to wait to see if that would be caught. Nice play by the center fielder, Maloff. It bounced perfectly. High hop right into the lap of the center fielder, and she gets it to the shortstop. A rare 8-6 force out. So open the closet door. Whatever can fall out is falling out on St. Mary's head. I know this is not Franguli. Hit in the left center field for a base hit. So what could have been with that base hit into right center field? I know this is not Maloney either. Hit foul. I think it was Niccolo that got the base hit, hitting for Franguli. And that's strike 3. So Mary threatens again that little pop to right center field. was costly instead of a base hit. It's an out. Instead of having a threat, they have first and second with 2 outs. And they get a strikeout to end the inning. And St. Mary's has been shut out through 5. Bishop Feehan leading it now 6-0 at the end of 5. I hope I'm saying it correctly. It's putting the subs down. I gotta get Frank Paglu to get a heavier pen. It doesn't go all the way through. We don't get the top copy. We get the very bottom copy. I think it's Ashante Perdillo now playing right field. Burr, the right fielder, is perfect. She doubled, knocking in 2 and scored. She was responsible for 3 of the 4 runs in that second inning. Last time up, she got a base hit and was thrown out trying to steal second. So she's 2 for 2 with a run scored and 2 RBI. Not bad for your number 9 hitter. Base hit into right field. Just a slap. She found an open spot. Now she's a threat because she can fly. I don't know if it's Julia Niccolo playing first base. Hit foul. Again, the St. Mary's numbers are hard to pick up, especially from a distance. I think it's Niccolo. I've never seen her play first before. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Farry strikes out for the second time. Brooks grounded a shot, singled in a run in that 4-run second inning. And she's got a base hit here into right center field. And Burr, who can fly, is going to wind up at third. Brooks gets her second hit. And Feehan swinging the bat, have runs at first and third. For Petrucci, the catcher, was hit a home run, singled, and popped to second base. She got Feehan off and running with a 2-out home run. Solid shot to left center field. Low for a ball. In for a strike. They're playing her very deep in the outfield all the way around. Solid shot into right field for a base hit. Petrucci's got her third hit. Her second RBI. And still first and third with a run in. Burr scores her second run. And we'll have a runner for Petrucci at first base. I think that's Tavares again. Kapal struck out the first time. She hit a line shot. that Boyd tracked down for the third out in the second inning. Last time up, she drilled one just inside the right field line for a triple and scored a run in the fifth. They let the runner go to second base. So it's second and third with one out. Down and in for a ball. Hit the third. They got the runner hooked up. They faked like they were going to go. They throw her out at the plate. Nice job by Katana, the third baseman. Faked like she's going to throw the ball to first base. And I don't think that's Katana at third. She faked like she was going to first. The runner took off. They threw her out. If you keep me score at home, the play goes 5-2 to 6-2. Popped up, shot. It's going to drop for a base hit. Naducci gets her third hit. Her second RBI. She's also scored a run. Two more runs in the inning. Hit in the air at the center field. He also backed up, now comes back, makes the play. But Bishop Feehan strikes again. They get that Bird 2-out double in the second. And now they get a big 2-out hit by Naducci. They put two more on the board. They're swinging the bats. Twelve hits for Feehan. We'll move into the bottom half of the sixth. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for St. Mary's. Seems like almost every time Rizzo takes the mound, she's looking at a bigger lead. She led 1-0 at 1, 5-0 after 2, 6-0 going into the bottom of the fifth. Now it's 8-0 going into the bottom of the sixth. Felicia D'Alessandro was struck out and grounded to second base. High for a ball. Hit behind short. It's going to drop for a base hit. Only the second time in 6 innings that St. Mary's got the leadoff hitter on. The other one was a walk. The only walk of the ball game by either pitcher. Melissa Grossi popped to third, doubled to left center. She broke up that perfect start by Rizzo. Rizzo retired 11 in a row when Grossi got the 2-out double in the fourth inning. Got as far as third, got stranded there. In for a strike. Nice stop by the catcher, Petrucci. Up and away for a ball. Line shot into left field for a base hit, foul. Solid shot by Grassi. Just get out in front enough to pull it foul. Can't hit it much better than that. She slices it again. She picked that one. High pitch. Down and in for ball 4. 2 on, nobody out for Marina DiBiasio. Ground to third and singled. Here's one of the 3 hits that Rizzo has given up. This is the group that have the hits. D'Alessandro at second. Although they're running for her. DiBiasio drills that foul. Hit in the air to left field. The left fielder going back. Makes the play. DiBiasio hit that a long way. The runners will tag up. DiBiasio get it. She hit that a long way, but she got just under enough to lift it. And Dupree, the left field, was able to settle under it. So second and third for St. Mary's with 1 out for Emily Rodriguez, who was popped to third and popped to short. High for ball. Way up and away. This is one of those games where, since we're out in right center field, we can't keep a perfect score sheet because they don't let us know who's pinch hitting, who's pinch running. And again, St. Mary's numbers are very hard to pick up. So St. Mary's says the base is loaded for Sam Porozinski. Trying to get on the scoreboard against Rizzo. She's walked 2 in the inning. She only walked 1 coming into this inning. The 1 out is the long shot by DiBiasio that was caught a few feet away from the fence. Down and in for a ball. In for a strike. Porozinski, we mentioned him. I know she was in one or the other. I'm pretty sure she's in both the Herald and the Globe All Scholastic Hockey. Throw to third, getting back. Solid shot right to the shortstop. The runner's going to take off and score. So score on the throwing error. Poor Rosinski hit that a shot. Shortstop made a great play for the second out. But then the throw over in the dirt, first baseman knocked it down. It rolled away, and the runner running for D'Alessandro scores. So St. Mary's is on the board. So the walks hurt this inning for Rizzo. It's extended the inning. Allowed St. Mary's to get on the board. Hit to the shortstop again. So Feehan virtually gives St. Mary's a run that inning. Well, 2 walks, the error. 1 base hit. St. Mary's gets on the board, but they're down to the last 3 outs. And they trail Feehan here at the Grace Regato Field, 8-1. Bottom 3 in the order for Feehan. It's an unusual game. Everything has been in the infield for Feehan. Outfield has been very quiet for Feehan. Right field has a putout. Left field has a putout. Center field has an assist. And that's it. Slice foul. Dupree sacrificed, reached on an error, and was called out on strikes. He's the left fielder with that 1 putout. The infielder, shortstop, has made 7 plays. Third baseman made 4. Second baseman made 4. Third baseman kind of throws the outs at first base, and assist has made 7 plays. Hit behind first base. They ran out of real estate trying to make the play. Up and away for a ball. Call third strike on the corner. Nice pitch. Here's Dupree for the second time. I think I said it was Niccolo playing first. I think it's Perdillo. I think Perdillo playing first. I think it's Niccolo playing right. So Morrill, and I know I'm not pronouncing this name correctly. She's been up 3 times. She struck out twice and bounced to the pitcher. She's a designated player hitting for the pitcher. Missing wide for a ball. That one hit her. Burr, the right fielder, has been perfect. A double, a single, a single. She's knocked in 2 and scored 2. She's half the offense. She's a kind of a 4 of the 8. And she's up there just slapping at it. She slapped a hit into right center last time and scored. First time up with 2 outs. She was responsible really for that 4-run inning because with 2 outs, she slapped one the other way into left field, just in front of the diving Franguli. It went for a double, 2 runs scored, and they got 2 more after that to break the game open. She got a base hit in the 4th inning, was thrown out trying to steal. She slaps it again, foul to third base. Low for a ball. Strike 3 call. Good pitch again. Nine strikeouts for Newhall. Faraday, the leadoff hitter. Struck out, reached an error and scored. Hits it foul past third base. Popped to second and struck out. So Newhall has got Faraday swinging twice. She's a third baseman. Has made a few plays, especially she made 4 plays in the first 3 innings. In for a strike. Hits to short. They'll make the play at second. So here we go into the 7th. St. Mary's needs a miracle. They get on the board in the 6th to avoid the shutout. But they need a mammoth inning here in the 7th. Or that 6-run winning streak is going by the boards, and they're going to suffer a loss in the league for the first time. And Feehan's going to stay undefeated. 8-9-1 for the Spartans. And this is where you go base to base, because you don't need 1 or 2, you need 7. So Pertucci got him going in the first inning with a home run. And again, sound like a broken record, but that big play in the 2nd inning. 2 outs, looked like a force at second base. The runner was called safe. The next hitter was struck out, would have been the 3rd out. Instead, it extended the inning. A double, an error, and a single accounted for 4 runs in the inning. If the runner is out at second base, they don't score in the inning. And it's still a 1-0 game. And who knows what happens after that. But Feehan added a run in the 5th. 2 more in the 6th. And there's another play by the third baseman. One away. Hit to left field. Only the 3rd put out in the outfield. Second by the left fielder Dupree. And St. Mary's is down to their last out. Foul ball. That's a solid shot to left field for a base hit. Fifth hit. Up and away for a ball. And that's Niccolo, I believe, with the base hit. Hit right back to the pitcher, and that's going to do it. Rizzo had a great game on the mound. She was denied the shutout on a throwing error. She held St. Mary's to 5 base hits. The one run St. Mary's got was unearned. Five hits. She walked 3. She only struck out 2, but the infield did all the damage. Only 3 outfield putouts. 2 by the left fielder, 1 by the right fielder. An assist for the center field on an unusual 8-6 force out at second base. But that was it, as they couldn't get the ball out of the infield. They didn't strike out. They hit the ball, but they hit it at the infielders. They got a run in the first on a home run. That big play in the second inning where it looked like a force at second was called safe. That cost St. Mary's 4 runs instead of getting out of the inning. Burr gets a 2-out double. They get 2 more, making it 5-0, and didn't need any more than that after that. Burr was perfect. 3 hits, scored 2, knocked in 2. She was half the offense. Bertucci had 3 base hits, knocked in a couple, scored 2. Narducci had 3 singles, scored a run, knocked in 2. Those were the big hitters for Feehan. On the other side, Niccolo had a base hit. D'Alessandro had a base hit, and running for her scored a run. Grossi was on base twice with a double and a walk. DiBiaso had a base hit. Rodriguez drew a walk. The runner for D'Alessandro scored the run on the throwing error. And I thought it was Niccolo, but it couldn't have been Niccolo. It might have been, I'll give everybody credit, pinch hitting for Franguli. It had to be either Libert, Perdillo, or Ditria getting a base hit, pinch hitting for Franguli. Again, we're way out here. We can't pick up the numbers. But St. Mary's limited to 5 hits. The 1 run they got was unearned. Couldn't get the ball out of the infield for the most part, except for the base hits. And Feehan got that big 4-run inning, and he coasted from there as Rizzo got denied a shutout on a throwing error, but she pitched outstanding and kept them off balance all day. And St. Mary's will lose for the first time in the Catholic Central League. They're going to go to 8-2 on the season. Their 6-game winning streak goes by the boards, and now they'll have to hope somebody can knock off Bishop Feehan so they can get at least a piece at first place in the Catholic Central League, because now they'll drop behind Feehan. As Feehan wins, they go to 6-0 on the season. The final score, Bishop Feehan 8, St. Mary's 1. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.